Hey, so should I start off this little thing?
Yeah, we'll do our dumb little intro and
Little intro.
then we'll go.
All right, here we go. Hey guys, this is Matt,
I'm Freddie.
and you're watching This and That with
Freddie.
and Matt. We're humbled and proud to have a very special guest today, Mr. Brent Smedley of Iced Earth and multiple other bands fame, but that's certainly the guy that we know him from, doing a bunch of touring, extensive touring.
Yes, indeed.
Freddie probably even more than me. I don't know. I may have. I think we've probably done more shows together, Brent, than you did with Freddie. But you guys covered more territory.
Right on. Yeah.
You guys went to China and whatnot, right?
China. We sure did.
Yes.
We spent a week there one year. Or a year there 1 week.
You're there 1 week, right? So how's it been going, man?
Good, going good, staying busy.
Yeah.
Right on.
How are things in the darkness?
Good.
Or out of
Going
darkness?
good. We released our debut EP all the way back in 2020, and we've been pushing that. We released a couple videos that we have on our site, Out of Darkness on Facebook, outofdarkness.live. We have our own YouTube channel. The first single was called Think Again. That one was actually released on the radio as well. It climbed all the way up to number 23 on the Billboard Rock Indicator charts. And then we recently released, thanks, man. We recently released the second single called I Surrender. We have a video for that one as well. And we've done about three East Coast tours. We've gone as far up as like New Jersey, as far over as like into Ohio. And right now we're working on our follow-up record, doing some recording for that, and getting ready for some scattered shows in September and in November.
Cool,
Right
man.
on. Right. Hey, make sure you send all those links to us. We can put those, attach those with this video, so in case people want to see that stuff and follow you and check out your YouTube page and stuff. So that's very, very cool, man. And I apologize, dude. The last, it's tough getting up sometimes whenever you're playing. I do appreciate you reaching out to me last time you were in the area, but I apologize. Things are rather tight here at work, as you can imagine, and so I wasn't able to make it out to see you guys. But I really look forward to seeing you again. So keep me in mind. Just give me a little heads up. The next time you're up this way, man. I appreciate it.
Will do. Yeah, I'll give you more notice. I know it was kind of last minute, man.
Yeah. No worries.
No, you have a gig. You have a gig with them today? That you have?
No, actually, there's a cover band that I play in with some buddies of mine. It's called the Deplorables. We're doing a thing today. It's a festival, Freedom Festival, Florida Freedom Festival. It is a cover band, but we do like somewhat obscure songs, but mainly just songs we like. Like we do some Sanctuary, some Maiden, some Priest, even bands like Metal Church, some Megadeth, Pantera, stuff like that. It's really just kind of a fun thing. We play like 3 or 4 times a year. So
very
it's
cool.
Not a typical cover band.
Guess you're like. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, 'cause we had to do this early for you because you had to get going.
Right,
trying to squeeze you in before you jam.
I appreciate it. I'm sorry I couldn't make it the last few times. Duty calls.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, we understand. Believe us, it's it's tough sometimes getting things together and getting 3 people's schedules organized and in such a way to be able to do this, man. So we do appreciate you taking the time out. Hey man, it's great seeing you. You look great, man.
Thanks, you too, man.
It's been a minute.
Yes.
Really dig the band, man. Kudos to your vocalist, man. I really like his style. I think he's got a really, really good sound, and it lends itself really well to what you guys are doing. So,
Thanks, man.
Whenever you see him, please give him my best.
I'll do that. He'll be flattered, man.
Yeah, it's cool stuff, man. So did you guys play the Blue Ridge Rock Festival last last year? Were you?
No, no, we were supposed to play a thing called Metal in the Mountains.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Metal in the Mountains. That's right. That's what it was.
They canceled it last year, but the year before we were set to play, and we got right. We were set up on stage, ready to roll. A couple minutes from countdown, kickoff, whatever, and they had a lightning strike within like 5 miles or something. It shut the whole thing down. So
yeah, that's the tough part about doing stuff outside, man, for sure, an outside venue. It's kind of crazy, but you see how things work with that lightning strike outside the White House just a couple weeks ago. I mean, 3 people dead, just like you wouldn't think. Just one of those things. So you definitely can't take those kind of chances. And I know that promoters and all that, they're insured against that sort of stuff, like a lot of times, and people get their money back and all that, but it still sucks. It's one of those things you're definitely relying. And I know that we've been in situations before. I think one time in Spain, man, we got there, like they had like high winds and all that, and it ripped down. You remember that? We got there and we couldn't play because like the entire stage was ripped down because they had high winds and all that stuff. It was crazy. I can't remember which fest that was, but
we played a festival at Maiden the night before, and they were supposed to play another one Maiden the next night, and then that was the one and then I think we took a train to Barcelona or something like that, right?
Yeah, went there and ate catering.
yeah, that was it. We went to the festival to eat and took off.
Yeah. Hey, hey, but they had that. What's that freaking awesome? The tortilla, the Spanish tortilla stuff. It's like a potato and something done in like a big. Anyway, I don't know if you remember that. It's like potato and egg, and it's done in a big pan. It's freaking delicious.
I think you dreamed that.
No. It's very. We have some people will comment on this. Anybody who's from Spain watching this, please comment on the tortilla. They're freaking.
You mean amazing. A burrito?
No, it's called a tortilla.
Burritos.
No, this is completely different, and it's completely different than a tortilla in Central America as well. So.
Yeah, the nacho bel grande you're talking about.
Yeah. So one of the things that I have to we have to touch on lightly here, at least a little bit, is a story that kind of keeps coming up in conversation. And Brent, there was this one tour that we were on where you hopped off the bus and suddenly the bus was gone. And I just wanted to touch on that because it's like kind of one of those things where everything kind of goes back to this is Spinal Tap, right? So this is one of those Spinal Tap moments. But just the amazing way that things. Do you recall this story that I'm referring to?
It's a bit fuzzy, but if I remember right, I got off the bus was going to leave, and then I thought Jimmy got off to get me. I got back on the bus. I thought Jimmy got left. I thought that's what happened, but I might not be correct. Like I said, it's a bit hazy. That was many years ago. I think I got off the bus maybe
there was
sick or something.
There's another time with me. Right? Is that the one you're talking about, Matt?
No, I was talking about the time that somebody actually called your wife, Freddie, and then relayed to you or somebody had gotten left behind. Is that the one?
I think Brent. I think I don't know. Maybe you didn't put your laminate on the bus driver's seat and you got off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is in the States?
No, it was in Europe.
Yeah, it was in Europe.
So what happened was, my wife's calling me. I'm like, what? She goes, is Brent there? I go, I don't know. I guess you called somebody. They called my wife. She called me, and then we had to tell the bus driver that you weren't on the bus or something.
It's a bit fuzzy. I don't remember the details, man.
Well, there's a lot of tours.
There's
a lot of tours, but yeah. So we had some pretty good times, man. We were talking to Larry a couple weeks ago, man, and we were kind of discussing about our little venture across back in the day. This was, I think, for a horror show, I believe, and we were going to support Blind Guardian in Spain. Recall any of that?
I don't think that would have been horror show.
No.
I think it was something wicked.
Yeah, that's right. It was something wicked. Anyway, freaking hilarious, man. I mean, it was like just kind of a fun, very it was kind of very odd and surreal time, heading across the country with the dude that sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yep.
Anyway,
we took the short bus.
We did take the short bus. It was designed.
What's that?
It was designed to like sleep 4 people or something like that, and we'd sleep during the day while he's driving, and then we'd be up all night because he'd be sleeping, and it was just like kind of the hijinks. And of course, remember, we didn't have much food, but we had plenty of alcohol to drink.
Yep.
And it made for not such a great combination.
Right. Is that the time that Larry drank the apple? He drank like some apple schnapps or something, and he had like a sugar thing.
Yeah.
We're looking around for Larry, and he's like in the bushes.
In the bushes.
Yeah, he was out. And then we found his glasses later on up in the tree.
Yeah. It's just funny. Those moments kind of just stick out in your mind. Like, but those were just kind of goofy, and it really had nothing to do with the main tour at all. It was just kind of odd. It was like we had gotten off the end of one of our tours, and we had a few days to travel, and John had gone to do promotion or something like that in Japan, I think. So they put us on this little bus and sent us across France. We went through France and into Spain, and from Germany, and it was just like a super long trip and just crazy, but it was funny, man. One of those things you just won't forget because it's just that odd. But yeah, good times.
Yeah, and then we had I don't know if you saw, we had Troy on a little while ago.
Right on.
So so I was kind of reminding Matt about the time you, me, and him, as we call ourselves, the Pips.
Right.
Because people would sort of wonder why. Well, because there's Gladys Knight and the Pips. So anytime we would go to Europe, John and Matt would always be taken away for a day of interviews, and us, the Pips, would just be the background singers. But it was funny because we got to have fun. You guys had to go sit there and interview for hours and hours and hours, and we were goofing off.
Answer the same questions over and over again.
But remember, we stayed in that hotel in Berlin for 3 weeks or so. It was just you, me, and Troy, and we were told, there's going to be 3 beds. And we get there, and there's one, big one. And luckily, we were able to get a cot. And then I was kind of telling Troy, I don't think he knew this, that he snored really bad. And you and I were about to roll him out into the hallway.
That boy was a sleep machine.
Oh, man. So, good times.
Smother him with a pillow.
Oh, yeah, that thought happened, too.
Crossed your mind? Yeah. In the wee hours of the morning.
Definitely.
It seemed like we would walk in the room, 30 seconds later, he's snoring. I mean, literally half a minute later, that boy is out snoring.
Yeah. And most of the time, we didn't put anything in his drink.
Yeah. Well,
should have put a little bit more, maybe just a tiny bit more. Yeah.
So, Brent,
so there's, I mean.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, it's just funny. Those are the things that kind of stick out. Those funny little things, man. Whenever people ask tours or whatever, it's like, well, honestly, these are just the goofy shit, is what kind of always pops out.
Right.
Yeah. So you got Out of Darkness, you got the cover band you're doing. What else are you actively playing in anything else?
Yeah, I've done some stuff for another band. It's called Driven by Failure. It's like a souped up thrash band. It's kind of like the vocal stylings. It's a weird combination. Vocal stylings of like Ice-T, music of like Machine Head kind of thing. It's kind of neat. I recorded a whole record for the guy, and he's slowly doing it. It's just one other guy does all the singing, guitar, and everything. And there's a video out for that as well. That's on YouTube. The song's called Conquering, and that's on Spotify as well. So that's another thing that I did, and it's somewhat ongoing. It's just a slow process because it's one guy doing all the recording and whatnot. other than that, I've actually been talking with my old buddy James McDonough. We're doing a project with a couple guys, a guy from Greece and a guy from Canada. I forget what bands they're in and whatnot. One guy was in a band called Zimmer's Hole. I think the singer sang backup maybe for Devin Townsend or something. It's just a thing. We're going to go record a couple songs and shop it around to labels and, see what happens.
Nice.
That's pretty much it as far as playing. I am teaching still, drum lessons. I teach a couple days at a place called Schroeder's School of Music. And I do house call lessons as well. And I'm working on, I've never been great with technology, but I'm working on getting set up to do Skype lessons and stuff like that. Get my own YouTube channel up and stuff like that as well.
Cool.
Other than that, I've got, I don't know if you can see it or not. I've got my own shirt.
Yeah.
Deadly Smedley shirt.
Nice.
Got stickers that go with it. And you can get those all through the Out of Darkness.live. We've got all kinds of crap for sale, shirts, hats, CDs, posters, stickers, stuff like that.
Cool. Yeah, anything that can help folks, and that's one of the reasons that we started to do this. Besides, obviously, self-promoting, but we wanted to just have basic discussions with folks. Man, very conversational. All of these interviews that we've done are just about our past experiences with folks, or what they've got going on, and help promote us. Help promote all of us, because we're all kind of in this. Doing this stuff. Typically it's music, but sometimes it's other things. Like we had our friend John on, supporting his meadery and things like that. So we're just kind of support group, friends supporting friends, and helping pass things on. And again, there'll be links to all Brent's stuff along with this video. So anybody who wants to help out Brent or Out of Darkness or any of the projects that he's got going on. Yeah. I mean, it's, I know it's tough. Everybody's having a tough time right now with the economy and whatnot, but musicians got really hit very hard the last 2 years, and it's tough, man. It's tough. So any help that anybody can give, we greatly appreciate it.
Right on.
Well, yeah. Well, thanks, buddy. I'm not going to keep you too long. We know you got the Florida Freedom Festival to get to.
Right on.
The 3 Fs. So it was great
cool.
talking to you again, and good seeing you, man.
Yeah, you too, man. Thanks for having me, guys, man. I'm glad you guys are doing so well too. I didn't realize it'd been 10 years for Ashes of Aries, man. That's
yeah,
that's
crazy.
Yeah.
Mark, man, 10 years.
Yeah, it's really kind of surprising how long a time it's been and how short it seems, but we've been through quite a bit, and as everybody has, I guess, and I think these last, like the couple of COVID years, definitely kind of put people in kind of a introspective kind of place. But you look back and you go, wow, man, where did those years go? I mean, it's like they were here and gone. But looking back at what Freddie and I have done with 3 records in, and it's crazy, man. We're starting work on a 4th.
Nice.
We're really happy that certainly happy with our record label, and that they're very supportive of us, and can't really ask for more than that. So and good luck to you guys, man. Really digging what I'm hearing. I think you guys are going to go onward and upward. Just keep cracking at it.
Thank you. Yep. Plugging away. I did want to mention too, we're actually on Curtain Call Records. I wanted to make sure I threw that in there. The Out of Darkness band.
Right on.
Yeah. Just send me a text after this with all the websites and stuff you want added, and I'll just add it to the description down below.
Will do.
Hey, where's that label out of, man? Just curiosity.
I think they were out of Texas or something, but now they're actually out of South Florida.
Okay. Right on.
So, I mean, they do really good for radio promotions. They did really good about getting us on the charts. I mean, it's not like the real Billboard, but whatever the Billboard Rock Indicator. I don't know much about that, but they got us some massive exposure on maybe about 4 or 5 dozen FM radio stations, all over the states.
Yeah.
So definitely help.
Well, and here's the other thing. I gotta throw this out here because I was thinking about it. I don't know if you guys have seen the whole Stranger Things and Metallica kind of getting that push because of Master of Puppets and whatnot. The last few weeks or whatever it's been. But that's pretty important for guys like us. Some people are like, well, they could help, giving another band exposure or whatever. But the beautiful part of it is, man, is that that's introducing that style of music, metal music to people that may not have thought it cool or may not have even listened to it before, not even given it the time of day before. So stuff like that is always important, man. And it just shows, it's a kind of a testimony to, even though, obviously the show is meant to be back in the 80s. And of course they were going with music at the time, and they gave a heads up to Iron Maiden and stuff like that too. So that was sweet. But, that's really important to show how powerful, our style of music is, and it's lasting and it's everlasting, since that time, and it's still going. We're not Metallica, obviously, but it's still metal music, and so that helped introduce maybe some more fans, not only to Metallica but just to metal in general, and that to me is always a winning proposition.
Sure.
So anytime metal can get a good push, man, it's going to help us all, I think, across the board. So, to all the people that were kind of naysaying on the whole thing, or, giving it a hard time, or being the whatever, the gatekeepers to metal, because they don't want other people listening to it. Well, to me, I'm saying, let other people listen to it. That's how we will continue to be able to do what we're doing. And that's important. So, yeah, anyway, I just want to throw that out there and give a little rant. So. I did it on your time. I did it on your time, Brent. So sorry about that.
That's good, man. That's good. They keep the door open, man. Crack it open, kick it open.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right on.
All right, brother. Well, hey, man, thanks for coming on and talking to us, dude.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having us, man. Great to see you guys, man. Love you guys.
Love you too, brother.
You too, man.
Chat soon.
See you, bro.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, hit stop recording, Matt.
I'm going to try. I'm going to do my best.